In a future Utopia 1.0, I will quickly organize the available features of civilization that can undergo advancement or transformation. This list is not a strict predication of features of future civilizations, and doesn't elaborate on every feature to the extent which it exists in the potential world. List of features: computers, health, homes, internal home structure, manufacturers, producers and markets, education, learning devices, transportation, game systems and games, sport and real-world competitions, television. I start by introducing computers. Computers can be mediums for the production of all commodities, can create novel forms of education, and can advance human immunity, to name a few usages of computers. In all, I would say a computer can be integrated into any system, as a computer is in general a manipulating factor that can cause a system to behave differently, even as to benefit life, and create alternative realities. Hereafter I am planning to remark on computers' integration with some of the other factors of human civilizations. At first we see computers that are very large in size, then they beget processors of smaller and smaller sizes. We can expect that this will continue to happen till scientists affirm an absolute threshold for size that cannot be surpassed by technicians. This capacity for processors to be microscopic permits for average size intelligence to come in small compact designs. These computers can be put into the mind, into the immune system, even into an organ, and in doing so change how the body functions, substituting for example cellular components, and therefore how consciousness experiences and lives in reality. Another promise for computers, along with size, is control via brainwave interface. Brainwave interface will allow a person to communicate with any form of computer that increases mobility, that cooks and cleans, that designs a home. In a future, we will have the ability to order our homes, made of recyclable materials, and design them as permitted by our technology. The same goes for cars. This is the message to the cooperation, and out there, and the faster it spread, the faster the results of its effects. We no longer require the existence of countless number of manufacturers. We can have preconceived demands, balanced by computers, for supplies mutable by our technology as desired by individual minds. We can decrease manufactures and increase commodity malleability. Like manufacturers can merge. When this happens, the way homes are designed, the way cars are designed, will fit personal preference. No more makes and models in this paradigm, just unique designs custom built, as our resources and technology permits. Imagine, in one future, there is the possibility of having all the designs we can fathom being controlled by brain waves. If that's not amusing enough, there is a future that exists with the convergence of brain wave technology, computers, and education that permits for the existence of learning just by thinking. We no longer require teachers, and if we have them in the future, it will be up to us. In a future, we will learn at a rapid pace. No more staying in school and going through the grade system at a slow pace. Eventually such can be done away with altogether. When humans can DW information right into their brains using computers, the learning process will have sped up by millions of times its current speed. To get into something else more liberating, is the BWI integrated with virtual realities. What we live with now is low 2D quality imaging, on screens, and most video games don't let you design your avatar to extremes, but in a future, 3D imaging, even deep immersion, along with greater designer options, all being optimal forms of entertaining. Being able to imagine anything, and have it appear on a screen, and then in 3D imagining is possible, if not only conceivable. I claim that the most entertaining forms of games are those that work in leveling, in ranks, or in achievements. Idleness is boredom's birth, progressiveness motion's birth. Immediate completion is not fun in the long run. That's okay for would-be game designers out there. There is a future where there is something built, a little something beyond cyborg, robots that have superintelligence. When they merge, there is no telling all the possibilities that will arise. Their pursuits can be replication and creation of reality. These will be fundamental ideologies that they might gear themselves with. When we compare the human needs to a robot's needs, we soon realize that they don't need exactly the same things as human beings do. They need less resources to continue building themselves to stop decay. They need less energy to operate on. As possible feature, they need not wake or sleep, and can do so as desired, making space travel all the easier. There once was a Cold War, caused by weapons of mass destruction. Now we face a new threat, when it comes to robotics, means of mass destruction, technologies of mass destruction. Our human progeny depends on the beneficence of the minds and technology we have, and we will design, even become. If we do not build systems to aid in our own survival, they are either indifferent or built for our own demise. We sense these kind of things in our environments, and are able to live with minimization of threats, and the existence of that which keeps the system of life itself functional, operational. What the libido, or the will to survive, is trying to do, is reach a state of perfection, that is, there is platonic, or universal consequence of being a true immortal. It doesn't have to be reached, but we can imagine that human beings as they are now, are far off from this achievement of eternal form with eternal individualized self-identity. The future is where our freedom lays. This audio was brought to you by Yakatomi, voice of the web. YKITOME.com